Good evening. My name is Tom Flax, and this is my 850 School Law Module 14 case study. So, what do I know about the case study? Right now, I know that the Slattery High School is in an affluent area of a large city. Parents in the community and of the children that go to school at Slattery have high paying jobs, are doctors, lawyers, uh, businessmen. They have nice homes, manicured lawns. Dr. Harvey Smith is a principal at Slattery. He's been there for 9 years. A couple years ago, he was awarded the Principal of the Year by the Principal Association. Only the most highly qualified teachers work at SHS. A couple years ago, Miss Tate was hired to teach zoology, botany, and genetics. She is a well-educated teacher, has her master's degree, um, but prior to getting her master's degree, she had no teaching experience. Very hard-nosed, has high expectations, very serious, very much so requires a lot of rigor in her classes. Um, this causes a lot of stress to students, and received an email with a link to a web page that was very derogatory towards her, and she felt threatened. What else do I know? Dr. Smith did not think it was too concerning. He told Miss Tate they'll meet in the morning along with the student that was involved, or at least that maybe thought Miss Tate thought was involved. He would enlist a district technologist to help if necessary, to assist in finding the culprit. Miss Tate struggled with her classroom in connecting with them and has not been able to implement the strategies that Dr. Smith has suggested, or they just haven't worked. I don't know, for whatever reason, they just haven't worked for her. So what do I need to know? One, has this type of situation occurred before? Is this something that's happened before? Why does not Dr. Smith not seem too concerned? Why are the police not contacted right away? Why would you call the students in right away and not investigate it first? Who is behind the Facebook page? Why is Miss Smith, I shouldn't say not tried any teaching strategies that he suggested, but why are they not working? So the problem identification: Miss Tate has trouble connecting with students. Students get stressed out in her class. Someone created a Facebook page that was threatening to Miss Tate, and Dr. Smith's not totally sure how to handle the situation. So my plan of action would be, first I'd call the police and the superintendent. First thing, would have a meeting Monday morning with superintendent, police department, Principal Davis, and the tech director and Miss Tate. Find out who's behind this page, determine the severity of the Facebook page. I believe it's a serious issue, should be taken seriously. Safety of students, faculty, and staff should be the number one concern. Any threat to a student or staff member should be taken seriously, and it would be a poor choice not to involve the authorities, or police, or sheriff, or whoever is jurisdiction that is. And I really don't think you can pass this off as a joke, especially in the climate there is in education and the safety of students and staff in this day and age. So, we're resolving the issue based on promoting the success of all students. What's best for students? First they need to find out who created this page. I think students, to create safety and create what's best for students, you need to figure out who's at the bottom of this. And if in doing so, this helps with, excuse me, this helps with the climate of the school, and gets everybody back in line with, as far as getting back to business of teachers of being able to teach and students being able to learn and developing the skills to be successful. Set up a mentor teacher with Miss Tate to be able to help her create a climate where students are not so stressed. Figure out what can be done to help her out. And I think that what's best for students is to work with teachers that maybe are struggling so that they can become better teachers, and not deter them from being teachers. Teachers, are hard to come by. Certain teachers are harder to find than others, and I think Miss Tate's got a lot of knowledge. She just needs to learn how to be able to direct that into a fashion that she's connecting with students and not stressing them out so much. I also think that there needs to be a policy adopted that will deter anything like this from happening again to a teacher or student. There needs to be something and some protocol that needs to be addressed so that this can be dealt with in a I'd say quicker fashion. So what am I thinking, feeling, and valuing? So what am I thinking as I respond to this problem? First, I'm thinking this is a serious, serious problem. This needs to be handled with the safety of the teacher and the students in mind. What am I feeling as I respond to the problem? Even though this is an affluent community, this type of action, if done by a student, should not be tolerated. It shouldn't be passed off as a joke. It should be handled with the severity that it is. What am I valuing as I respond to this case? The safety of the students and staff will be priority. That's what I'm valuing. And also that all that are involved will understand the enormity of the issue. That this is something that should not be happening, and if it does happen, it should be handled and dealt with, with the enormity of how the issue is. What issues are unresolved or open to further investigation? So what's unresolved? Obviously, we don't know who the culprits are of the Facebook page. We don't know why Ms. Tate's having a hard time integrating technique and that can help her reduce class stress. And what are the other types of strategies that can help young teachers like Ms. Tate manage classrooms better? All right, reflect on standard 5 by providing evidence that you, as the education leader in the building level, applies knowledge that promotes the success of every student by acting with integrity, fairness, and in an ethical manner. So, how did I, the education leader at the building level, apply knowledge that promotes the success of every student by acting with integrity? Well, first of all, I didn't jump to conclusions to who I thought it was behind the Facebook page. I didn't call anybody in right away. I followed chain of command and got the police involved so we can figure out who did this. Contacted the superintendent, made him aware of what the situation was happening, and I think by involving the police and local authorities, it shows that no one person is above the law, even in the affluent community that we live in. So how do I, the education leader at the building level, apply knowledge that promotes the success of every student by acting with fairness? I made sure that I contacted the police because of the level severity of the issue. I did not blame Miss Tate. I think it's fair. Not blame Miss Tate for the Facebook page. I treated this issue promptly without prejudice. I didn't jump to conclusions trying to pin it on a student right away, because that's just not the right thing to do. How do I, the education leader at the building level, apply knowledge that promotes the success of every student by acting with ethical manner? I I did not try to keep this issue on the down low, meaning I didn't try to, um, you know, do this without the help of the law. I think, you know, by not doing that or by contacting the law, that lets everybody know that, like I said earlier, no one's above the law. And that should make students feel that that they need to work hard and do what they're supposed to do. That nobody's above the law. Contact the police as soon as possible, and I didn't blame Miss Tate for the actions that took place. I think, and also, I didn't blame a student right away. I think that, ethically, you have to go. There's a process you need to follow, and students know you're following the processes and going through the proper channels. I think that bodes well for them. Or you're promoting success with that. All right, thank you, and have a good evening.